What's going on, LEGO Maniacs, and welcome back to a brand new video. I am ZacATK. So we have a handful of leaks that just dropped last night, all from the back of an instruction manual, believe it or not. And there are a handful of sets that we are get to see early thanks to some leakers. So shout out to those people who are distributing these images like wildfire all over the internet. So let's go ahead and talk about all the leaks. Get all the waffle out of the way. If you're excited, be sure and smash that like button and subscribe for more videos. So let's go ahead and talk about the first leaked images we've seen for the summer 2025 sets for LEGO Star Wars. So what we have here is the 327th Battle Pack. The only image we can scrounge up, it has a handful of 327 Troopers and what looks like to be a handful of Super Battle Droids. There looks to be a small cannon and a spider cannon in the background. It's hard to see, but what we know about the set, it is set number 75431, the 327th Battle Pack, which will be $45, which is absolutely insane for a Battle Pack. $20 for a Battle Pack, understandable. $15, stellar, but $45, LEGO, you were asking a wee bit too much. But that's all we have for right now for the 327th Battle Pack. We have 4 327th Troopers, which for $45, army building a 327th Legion or Platoon or whatever you want to call them is going to be a challenge. Next up, we have the buildable Ewok, which is set number 75430 with 1,010 pieces for $120. I'm not gonna lie, this thing is I don't know. It's cute, but it's also ugly. And I understand, the Chewbacca was one of the things where transposing LEGO faces, especially with Chewbacca and C-3PO, it's been really hard for LEGO to do big buildable characters like this. So I don't really have good or bad things to say about it. It is $120, which isn't too bad. I can see where it's cute. And definitely, I think my girlfriend would very much like this set, as it does look something in her books. I'm sure would be absolutely adorable. But that's out there. And moving on. Next up, we have the V19 Torrent, which is set number 75432 with 567 pieces and retailing for $65 USD, which isn't bad considering it comes chock full with 3 awesome minifigures. We have Clone Wars Kenobi, another 327th Trooper, and then we have Asajj Ventress making her return, which, interesting thing about her wrappings, her clothing, kind of looks like Asajj Ventress returned from the dead, based upon these mummified wrappings in this purple outfit. And it's hard to see from the image, but she does look kind of obviously she's a Night Sister, so she kind of looks kind of spooky as it is, but she kind of looks kind of dead in my opinion. This set looks really, really cool. I love how this looks, especially just posing this with other LEGO ships. It's going to look absolutely fantastic. But pretty good build. It looks kind of small cockpit wise. Engines look kind of tiny, but with LEGO scaling down everything, some ships aren't probably going to scale well, especially in this scale. But for how this looks, this actually looks pretty good. And here's a kind of a more close-up image with this yellow screen cockpit, which I thought was kind of weird, but going back and looking at some other images of like a play, like an actual toy version of the ship, they are yellow. So not too bad. It looks a little bit better close up, but it is a really cool looking set nonetheless. Next up, we have the MTT Clone Wars. MTT Clone Wars MTT. I was trying to think if it had another name, but I guess the droid transport carrier would be a better name for it. It's a set number 75435 and is retailing for $160, and it comes with Commander Bly, No Waste Cape. We have Ayla Secura and 2 Commander droids with I believe that's 6 battle droids and 1 flight captain battle droid. And this looks absolutely phenomenal. I love the color scheme. The blue looks really, really cool. And so I'm guessing these 6 battle droids are going to tuck up in here like they're designed to, like they are in the movie. And then according to the back of the instruction booklet, there is a hanger in the back of the MTT where you can store a droid on a staff. So I'm really curious how much room is going to be in this, as this doesn't really look too big in scale with the minifigures and the battle droids. I am very excited to get another Jedi from the Republic back, and that's going to add to the wall of minifigures I'm super excited for. This looks good. AL Secure looks good, and the Commander Droid, that's a pretty cool thing. I've seen some people say that there may be 3 in this set, but since they only see 2 on this immediate page, I'm going to guess we're only going to get 2. And here's a bit of a close-up image here with the 2 Commander Droids. The droid drop area right here, which looks really cool. And again, they really cleaned this up a good bit, and it looks just absolutely phenomenal. And all the lines and everything like that flow really, really well together. So I'm pretty excited for this. And then next up, we have the play scale version of Django Fett's Slave 1. This is set number 75433, and it has 707 pieces. And this is actually pretty cool because this is a little bit bigger than Boba Fett's Slave 1 that came out in 2021, and it looks really, really cool. Supposedly there's going to be another stand like this one, like the one that came with the Django Fett's or Boba Fett's Slave 1, and it's going to hold not only the ship but also the seismic charge. It's really cool, and the minifigure lineup is actually pretty nice. We have Django Fett, young Boba Fett, again with the wrong hair, and then we have Lama Su, which is super awesome. I was kind of wondering if they were going to do another Camino in with to accompany what came with Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter, but we're getting Lama Su, which that's a really nice minifigure. I like that they kept the kind of a neck cowl going up with this minifigure, so that's really nice. This is not the Django Fett that you're gonna that you would have gotten with the UCS Django Fett Slave 1, which is kind of disappointing, but I can understand. Lego kind of got in hot water a couple of years ago with releasing exclusive minifigures with other sets, but either way, I'm fine just to be able to say I finally have a Django Fett minifigure in the collection. This one I'm actually pretty excited for to display next to the Boba Fett Slave 1. That's going to be a cool thing to stick on the shelf. But this is a really cool set. One that probably that I'm most excited for next with the Clone Wars MTT, which I think would be really cool. And just maybe getting another version of that set, but like doing a brick swap where you get a brown one. I think it'd be a more modern, I guess, Clone Wars MTT. But anyways, let's move on to the next one. And here we have the Clone Wars Turbo Tank, or the Clone Turbo Tank. This one is really interesting because it's 813 pieces, which really isn't a lot. And it's going to be retailing for $160. This is set number 75413. And it does come with a pretty good size of minifigures. You got Kiadi-Mundi, some Galactic Marine Troopers, some battle droids and whatnot. So this is kind of cool. I think it's neat. I love the wheels. The wheels are cool. It does look small in comparison to the troopers here, but I don't know. A friend of mine showed me his turbo tank from a handful of years ago, and that thing was massive when I held it. And this one, just looking on screen, just doesn't look that big. Either way, it's a cool set. I definitely will be picking this up soon after release, whenever that may be. That may be in August, who knows. But I do think it looks cool. I'm a bit bummed out that it's not as big as I expect it to be. I know a lot of people have been talking about this online and saying it's going to be the mini tank or the micro tank or whatever you want to call it. It just doesn't look good in scale wise from what they've been saying. But honestly, it looks okay in my opinion. I'm not really complaining. I do worry about with it being a tank. You think it would be pretty good size, but just based on this cockpit and this being 6 studs tall, if I had to guess, that's not really a lot of height and wiggle room for you to pose and display your minifigures in there, especially from a play perspective. But for me, this is just going to be displayed on a shelf. But I do think of the kids. I do think of the kids here because I kind of have that brain. So that's that feature going on. Like, what can I do with it? What kind of crazy stuff can I do with it and whatnot? So, anyways, let's move on to the next one. And this one is interesting. So this is going to be the Galaxy Rebuild the Galaxy. Part of that set. This is set number 75413. I'm sorry, 75414, and that is the Hot Rod Snowspeeder for $55 for 350 pieces. It's supposed to come with 3 minifigures, which is Sig Greevling, Darth Dev, and Segalis. I have no idea. I'm probably mispronouncing that. But Rebuild the Galaxy, not something I'm really into. I mean, the Dark Falcon is pretty cool, and that's probably the only thing that I would collect from the Rebuild the Galaxy line. This poses a lot of good things for Empire Strikes Back fans, because we could see a better redone version of a Snowspeeder from Empire Strikes Back, especially with this new canopy piece that looks new. Hopefully the next one won't have yellow tinted windows. I believe on the other Snowspeeders they're more of a clear or kind of a tinted color. So I'm not really sure how this is going to work out, but I think it's a really nice little Snowspeeder. Not something I'm going to be particularly picking up, but it is nice of the idea that we could see some Empire Strikes Back sets coming our way soon with the launch of a better and rather more scaled down Snowspeeder. So those are all the sets that have leaked for 2025, for the late summer of 2025. I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Which ones you think you're going to be picking up day one? Which ones you think you're going to be missing out on because they don't really interest you? And which ones you think could use a little bit of improvement? Personally, mine would be the turbo tank, making it just a smidge bigger. But other than that, all these sets look really, really nice, and a good handful of them I think are going to be on my Lego shopping list for whenever they come out. But anyways, guys, just want to make this video for you guys before it got too late in the day, and share this news with you as it's been making the rounds on the interwebs. But you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. Be sure and smash that like button, subscribe for more videos. Until then, friends, keep building, and I'll see you in the next video.